can't handle it. Like I heard a preacher say, sometimes life throws you some pop quiz. Look at somebody tell pop quiz. Have you ever had a pop quiz in school? A pop quiz is when something comes that you wasn't expecting to happen, that you got to learn how to deal with it because it's there. It's something that jumped up out of the woodwork. So now you got to learn that God equips us for pop tests.
All right.
Tell somebody you can't fail.
You can't fail.
So now you got to understand how to deal with tests that jumps up. Because the results of how you deal with it determines whether or not you're going to overcome this or not. And sometimes you got to minister to yourself. Watch this.
Yes,
Gehazi was hanging out with Elijah, and then all of a sudden you got to figure out who you hang out with, because sometimes you got to get rid of some folks that you're hanging out with. Everybody's not for you. I hate to say it, everybody's not for you. You don't really have a true friend. A true friend going to stick with you through thick and thin. But you got to learn that some folks you got to get rid of, because they're not out for their benefit. Gehazi was out for his own benefit. And once Elijah found out there was a curse put upon his life, look at somebody and tell me you got to be careful if you're for yourself. It brings a curse on your life when you're thinking about nobody but you. So God allowed Elijah to pick up a new, what would they call him, apprentice, and bring him into his life. One thing I love about God, he has a way of convincing you, letting you know who he really is. The introduction of Christ just blew the minds of folks that never met him. So Elijah got to the place to where he was exposed and stuff. One thing about the enemy, you become a threat to him when you start exposing his agenda. He gets mad at you, and once this, not only does he get mad at you, he figure out what is the best way that I can get rid of this hindrance that is in my life. One thing I found out, that because the enemy is a hindrance in our lives at times, we should return the favor. Oh, y'all missed that.
All right.
Some folks that don't do evil for evil, but sometimes I think the enemy deserves for us to get back at it. Yeah, we should have our mind made up. Since you did me like this, I'm going to do you like this.
All right.
Since you're finding out my weaknesses, I need to find out what your weaknesses are. Because the Bible says the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Which means his main purpose is to get rid of anything that is a threat in his life. So what happened is he said, I need you to go check him out, find out where he is, and then come back and tell me. King Benhadad said, therefore he sent horses and chariots and a great army, and they came by night. Look at somebody and tell me, came by night.
Came by night.
You always find a coward coming under cover of darkness. He never can face you head on because he realized who you really are. But he came by night. In other words, he decided that if I'm going to do this, then I must learn how to surprise him. Nighttime is mostly identified as time of trouble, time of issue, time of things that come into your life.